Hey everyone, Jesse with Farming Seattle. Wanted to do an update on the aquaponics bed. I changed around a few things. The deep water bed that was in the top right over there, if you can see, just wasn't doing very well. I think I need a lot more oxygenation, but then after thinking about it, I would like to just do another bed just like this, a flood and drain bed. So in total we have 4 going on, 1, 2, 3, and 4 over there, just because we're going to have a ton of plants that we're going to propagate this year. And then I also thought about how I could do a floating bed in the water and kind of block out, protect the fish, and also block out the sun for building algae and all that. So I took the floating beds from up top. I put one of them down here. I have mint growing pretty well, some strawberries, some garlics in the back, some more mint. So hopefully, I'm assuming the fish are probably going to eat the roots a little bit. We'll see if this stuff survives. Maybe it'll just survive within the up top and they won't grow very big. This right here in the middle is just a wicking bed. I have the bottom, a couple inches of lava rock, and it's about right there where it'll start overflowing. And so basically this just wicks up water from the bottom. I can have a reservoir in there, so it's a little different from gardening in the ground. And this is just a flood and drain like the other ones. It's been working pretty good. I had to update my my pond pumps, and you might be able to see, but I basically stuck the pumps in a 1-gallon apple juice container, and I stuffed some filters down there, some rocks, just because those little tiny $9 pumps were getting clogged way too quickly. So we have this going on. As you can see, this was the bed. You can see the water height right there. I cut the standpipe so it's a lot lower. I need to move that so it doesn't block the whole drain. But then I started to put in some of these, I call them Perlite plant propagation pots. Last year it was kind of iffy if the thornless blackberry didn't have a really good percentage of rooting those out. But I experimented with filling up a giant plant pot. I think these are 2.5 gallon, 5 gallon plant pots, you can see. And at the water level right now is filled with lava rock, and everything above the water level is perlite. So the idea is that the water wicks up from the bottom, the plants or the cuttings have enough moisture and you can kind of stick them far down, and there's a ton of room compared to the flood and drain beds, and they just seem to root a lot better. You can check out some of my older videos, just search for perlite plant propagation or something along those lines. But basically whenever I use this, and I used blackberries, thornless blackberries, I probably got like a 90% propagation rate, which was really good. So I might do a bunch of these. I don't know, I'll have to get some more pots and just kind of stack them in there. Also get some bags of lava rock and fill in the rest of this. And so we'll have another flood and drain bed just like that. Looks like it's kind of, it's still getting water out. So these are some of the hardwood cuttings that I moved over. You can tell 1 or 2 died. Probably didn't have a good root system in there. But some are doing really well. Still growing. When I first put them in, they wilted. The leaves kind of looked like that. Probably bumped this one or something. So they were wilted, but they work now. But after a day or so in here in this bed, they went right back up. If you notice, some of these plants are really yellow. You can see the hydrangeas. There's kale. In the back are hydrangeas, and they're just really yellow. I'm not sure exactly why. I'm sure my system's off balance. I haven't tested it, or maybe it's just because it's 80 degrees out. I also dashed these, or put some some kelp, organic kelp liquid fertilizer on these, so I might have burned them a little bit. Maybe they don't like that. But in any event, I'm going to start doing cuttings of these, and they're probably about ready. And the way you can tell is that they're not too flimsy. And so about May, late May, June, you can start doing cuttings because I need to clear out some space. I've already done a couple cuttings just to kind of test the waters to see if they'll work. But I'll probably do a lot more. Stick those in here. The kale's doing really good. I have one willow that's looking good. These ones are not looking so hot. It's probably dead or dying. I don't see any roots. I'm just going to toss it. Got some strawberries growing right there in the back. And yeah, so it's about time to start propagating. With that, thanks for watching, and I'll do another video coming up. See if I can get a video of the fish. Oh, one thing I forgot is, before I just had this one and that one draining water, those two pipes. This would only drain when the water would fill up to the level, and then it starts coming down here and it'll drain. So it'll go on and off, on and off. I put in this bar again, so basically this whole level is getting constant aeration, a ton more, and there's just 4 holes or so in that pipe, so any excess pressure is going into that, but it's also pressurizing this line and feeding both sides so that they can flood and drain. So that'll probably be a better system and kind of clean up things and make it a little more healthier. So thanks for watching.